from Delaware's most award-winning radio news team. This is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories for Thursday, February 14th, production cuts and job losses at the GM plant. What can Delaware do to conserve energy? And a room to call home when your child is seriously ill. Here are the details. General Motors officials say they plan to eliminate a third shift at the Boxwood Road assembly plant starting in April. The GM spokeswoman says the move is aimed at cutting production to match sales the Pontiac Solstice and Saturn Sky Roadsters produced at the plant. About 400 unionized workers work the third shift, which begins at 10:30 p.m. The number of workers affected will depend on how many workers retire or leave the company through a buyout and retirement incentive program, which was unveiled Tuesday. County police have identified the man found dead in a trailer in Claymont early yesterday morning, and they're questioning 3 men. Police were called to the Naaman's Trailer Park on Sterling Avenue about 2 o'clock in the morning. Once there, they found Myron Woods dead inside a trailer on Virginia Avenue. Police received some information that 3 potential suspects, including one who was injured, were in a home just over the PA border in Lower Chichester. Police surrounded the home, capturing 2 men as they bolted out the back door. The third man was found inside a bedroom with apparent gunshot wounds to his hand and leg. A DelDOT employee hopes you'll put him in the Delaware driver's seat in November. 53-year-old Republican Dave Graham is running for governor, wanting to streamline family court proceedings, and he pledges to use good business practices to improve state services and lighten the tax burden for Delawareans. Graham's last bid for the state's top job ended with a primary loss 4 years ago. He's a CPA and graduate of Smyrna High and Goldie Beacom College, and says his business background means he knows how the business of government should be run. Well, should you pay the bill if a hospital screws up your procedure? An industry group now says no. WDEL News continues in a moment.
The best place to buy your new floor is at your local Carpet One store, where we offer true flooring expertise, from a great selection of famous name floors to guaranteed installation. That's something you won't find at those big warehouses, internet sites, or traveling carpet shops. And with our 1,000 store buying power, we offer you the best warranties and the best values in flooring. Carpet One, the one store for your perfect floor.
You're the one, you're the one.
Well, State House Democratic leaders say the General Assembly should vote now on whether to approve Blue Water Wind's proposed wind farm off Rehoboth Beach. Minority Leader Bob Gilligan of Milltown and Minority Whip Helene Keeley of Wilmington have sent a letter to Comptroller General Russell Larson calling for a vote on the tabled proposal before March 11th, when the legislature is scheduled to go back into session. Gilligan and Keeley say lawmakers have had enough time to sample constituents' feelings on the matter and research the proposal, since it's been tabled since December. And not voting now could mean losing a chance to bring 500 new jobs to Delaware, which Blue Water's parent company says would become its regional wind power operations hub if the legislature gives the wind farm the go-ahead. Meantime, companies specializing in energy efficiency spoke to lawmakers at a hearing last night. WDEL's Erica Guidetti reports from Dover.
Representatives from Honeywell, Ameresco, and Applied Energy Group explain the options their companies offer in energy conservation.
All of it comes into the mix. Where do we want to put our money? Where's the best place for us to put our consumers' money? Should we put their money in totally in new supply, or should we put it in some new supply and some energy efficiency, and there are other options. One of the things we're doing is examining the options, so that before we are forced to make a decision that forces our consumers into a position that they will no longer have a choice in, that we make sure we have all the options in and find out what the costs are. One of the things we learned tonight is that the least expensive thing we can do for the consumer is energy efficiency. Now we have to try to put that in some perspective, and we'll be looking at that.
He also added that they are using this opportunity to explore the options Delaware has.
I hope we'll learn how to do the best thing for our consumers and for our state. And there are many, many variables that come into that. And I hope that we'll be able to look into all of them and present them in a careful and well thought out way that is objective.
Lawmakers will hold 3 more meetings in the upcoming weeks. Reporting from Dover, I'm Erica Guidetti, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Well, Delaware is the third state to voluntarily adopt a policy under which patients would not have to bear the financial burden for mistakes made by hospitals. Wrong surgeries and medication mistakes resulting in serious injury or death are among the 9 errors covered by the policy, which Wayne Smith with the Delaware Healthcare Association says represents a major step in ensuring good care. The new policy announced yesterday is based on guidelines put forth by the D.C.-based National Quality Forum, a nonprofit healthcare monitoring group. Imagine having all the comforts of home while staying just a few feet away from the hospital bedside of your sick child. WDEL's Carl Konevsky tells us it's now possible in Wilmington.
Officials from the DuPont Hospital for Children cut the ribbon on the new Ronald McDonald Family Room, Family Resources Center, Child Life Activity Center, and Teen Room. Hospital CEO Tom Ferry says the area mirrors the philosophy of the hospital, recognizing that unless the needs of families are met, the needs of the patients can't be fully met.
It's such a scary experience. Your kid is sick or injured, and you're scared about what's going to happen in the future. And you're trying to stay with the kid all the time, of course, and you want to be in the room, but you need some break from the stress of the situation. But you don't want to be far away, and that's the philosophy behind the Family Resource Center.
Stan Diver, chairman of the board of the Ronald McDonald House of Delaware, says even though his group operates a 50-guest room house down the street from the hospital, he says some families think that's even too far away to be from a sick child.
Like the Ronald McDonald House, it offers a place of calm and respite and some of the comforts of home and the realization that you are not alone.
The hospital received a $41,000 check from the Ronald McDonald House Charities to cover some of the costs. Reporting from Wilmington, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 AM, WDEL.
The Phillies add some pitching help. WDEL Sports and your Delaware AccuWeather forecast coming up.
Looking to gain an edge in the technology or design field? Wilmington College's Division of Information Technology and Advanced Communications offers state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest tools. Did you know that Wilmington College has been preparing students for careers in media arts and technology over the past 7 years? Enjoy hands-on experience and personal attention from instructors drawn straight from the industry. To learn more, visit wilmcol.edu. Wilmington College. Achieve balance, achieve success.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware. Every weekday morning, 5:30 till 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
In WDEL Sports, the Sixers head into the All-Star break with a 5-game winning streak after beating Memphis last night, 102-88. Andre Iguodala had 29 points, grabbed 8 rebounds, and handed out 8 assists, while Samuel Dalembert chipped in with 16 points and 12 rebounds. The NBA All-Star Game is Sunday in New Orleans. College basketball, Delaware came from 10 points down at the half to beat Georgia State 51-48. Sophomore Brian Johnson scored 15 points, while Herb Courtney added 11. Delaware trailed at the half 26-16, but finally took the lead for the first time with 8 minutes remaining. The win leaves the Hens at 8-6 in conference play and tied for 5th. They'll play host to Drexel on Saturday afternoon. And the Phillies have signed veteran right-hander Chris Benson to a minor league contract. Benson coming back from shoulder surgery, and the Phillies hope he'll compete with Adam Eaton for the 5th spot in the starting rotation. Pitchers and catchers report today to Phil's spring training camp in Clearwater. The rest of the roster comes in on the 19th, with the first full workout set for the 20th. WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast, mostly sunny and breezy today, a high of 42. Clear skies tonight, low 25. Tomorrow, sunshine with increasing clouds. A bit warmer, high up to 51. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 AM. And get WDEL News text alerts sent to your cell phone. Sign up here at WDEL.com. I'm Chris Carl. Thanks for watching.